talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through. Get you out of your comfort zone. 'Cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up. 'Cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Geeksvana Live, and for our final show of International Drone Day, where we're going to be joined by another couple of fantastic guests, and also we're going to be reacting to your viewer videos. In just a moment we're going to be bringing in Felix from Quadcopterguide, and then we've actually got Stephen Sutton popping in to see us, obviously our awesome co-host, and then later on we'll be having Ken Heron popping in to pop a couple of prizes at you and then disappear again, which will be superb. So got an exciting end of day activities for everybody, and a nice way to chill our way into Saturday evening.
Yeah.
I usually do this on a Thursday.
Okay.
So it's really thrown
days,
actually.
right?
Yes. So, Else Megan earlier was talking in the chat about going down the pub because it's Saturday, and I was like, oh, it's Saturday. it's thrown me a little bit. So for those of you that missed anything today, our live broadcast of the GVC flight assessment was actually delayed slightly due to rain. So that was actually played out at the beginning of the 4 o'clock show.
Yep.
6 o'clock show. So I'll be changing the thumbnails around a little bit later, etc. But also I'll be releasing that as a separate video as well for anybody that's missed it. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. But it was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice to do it. Obviously, you'd gone through setting
Yes.
up for everything for the first one, and we were there on site, weren't we, in the field waiting to go. And unfortunately, the rain didn't clear as it was forecasted.
Really,
to.
and it wasn't just raining, was it? It
Yeah.
really came down,
Yeah.
and you got such a vista up from the field. We could really see for a good few miles down to the water, and it just, there was no clear patches at all. So so we called it and came very, very soaked back from the field. And actually on both of those last two live streams, I think I've sat in the seat literally about 3 minutes before it's gone on live. Only tonight I've had a little bit more time to kick back and relax a little bit more.
No excuses now then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no excuses now, Sean. This has to be good. Without anything further, as it were, let's bring in our first guest, who I think is waiting behind the scenes very patiently. It's Felix. Yay!
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's great to see you, sir. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. Going back to El Smeghead's comment, what's the problem with going to the pub on Thursdays?
That's an exceptional point. Exceptional point. I think it's a bit of an English tradition. Saturday night, time to get your beers on type thing, etc. So yeah, I think that's probably where he's coming from. But yes, no, I agree. What's wrong with Wednesdays or Tuesdays?
After all these lockdowns, sign me up Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you very much for coming in to join us today. I really appreciate it. We've been having a
No
day
worries. Anytime.
of some exciting live streams to celebrate International Drone Day. And it's been interesting and eye-opening in many different ways. We spoke to Kelly Shaw's earlier, Ian in London, it's been
very cool.
Yeah, it's been a really good, it's been a really interesting day, shall we say? So how are things in Planet Quadcopter Guide at the moment? How's the channel going, etc.?
It's going well. I've taken a week or two off. It feels very strange because there's just so many things going on right now. There's huge changes in our personal lives coming up,
Wow.
and I'll share some of that on the channel if people are interested.
Excellent.
And so it's just been too much to crank out a couple of videos, but it's temporarily on hold. I will get back to it in no time. Very exciting news.
Indeed, yeah. Which we look forward to hearing all about that. It'd be amazing. I will put you up on the fact that you're saying cranking out a couple of videos. I know I always bring this up when you come on, but the fact that you spend sometimes 30 to 40 hours editing a single video is I'm not sure you can crank them out.
But no, those. I don't even call those videos. Those are more like features, you know.
Yes, exactly.
I can't do those very often. I know some guys, they seem like they're putting out that quality content every week, and I don't know how they do that, honestly. But I'm a big fan of mixing it up with a couple of talking headshots like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes a little bit less time to do.
Yeah, it does, exactly, and it is interesting, and I think one of the balances people enjoy with Quadcopter Guide is obviously the fact that they get those in-depth videos and the amazing cinematic looking footage, but then obviously it's mixed with the leaks and rumours, etc. So which again is obviously a little bit easier to produce. But again, I even like that side of your channel because it's very well researched. You don't tend to just come out the door the second someone even mentions a leak. You know, it's something that you take a lot of care and time over, which is excellent.
I appreciate you saying that.
Hence, you're so popular, sir, and you should be far more popular, frankly.
Thank you. You and I both.
So, since we last spoke, we've had a new DJI drone, of course. We've been
Yeah,
blessed
you know,
with
it's
yet another one. It's
it
incredible.
seems like there's years of nothing and then one after the other.
Yeah, exactly, and fairly, I suppose, not fairly different products from the fact that obviously the Mini 2 was an evolution on, and so was the Air 2S. But you know, it's interesting. We're seeing a lot of people at the moment on Facebook and in our comments in different forums talking about whether or not to jump from the Mini 2 to the Air 2S and whether it's a significant enough jump. So I think actually DJI have been quite clever with their marketing from the point of view that they've created that question, because I'm not sure before it came out, I don't think there'd have been many people jumping from the Mini 2 to the Air 2. There wasn't quite enough spec there, was there? It wasn't quite enough differential. But it's looking really impressive as far as the actual certainly looking at other people's videos. I've flown mine a few times. I'm getting some good footage. I haven't made any videos on it yet, mainly because when it was launched, there was a lot of content out for this drone, and there's some fantastic creators that are able to take these things apart far better than I can, frankly. So I've got a few different videos coming up focused on the Air 2S, and certainly focused on the UK skies as well, comparing it against the Mini 2 as far as
definitely check those out.
Where you can fly for the rules. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But what are you hoping for next from DJI? Do you have?
So talk about the Air 2S. I always said that the original Mavic Air 2, from a value standpoint, was the ultimate value from DJI. It got you the full-on OcuSync. It got you the 4K video, the higher quality image in itself, and also the decent footage and all that stuff. And it had obviously a little bit more sensors on board than the Mavic Mini series, and the price was still unbelievable, really.
Carry on.
I think Andrew McQuillan is playing an instrument somewhere.
So, gotcha. No, but carrying on from the Mavic Air 2 to the Air 2S now with that 1-inch sensor, I mean, why would you choose Mavic 2 Pro that's a couple of years old now over that. Now, of course, there's still many of those people in the camp that I'm in that looking at this with 150 megabit per second video bitrate, the 5.4K footage, I can only dream what the Mavic 3 or the Pro 3 or 3 Pro or whatever they want to call it is going to be. And I think that is a drone that many people are waiting for.
I agree with you, and I've made the, I won't call it a joke because I'm not a comedian, but I've made the point that I really think they could release a soda can and just write Mavic 3 on the side and sell 3 million units over 3 million units overnight. It would be incredible because it is such a hyped name. It's such a hyped potential product that I think people would be.
As long as there's FCC leaks of the soda can, then I'm on board.
Yes, exactly. We want to see the FCC ID of the DJI Mavic 3 soda can. It would still probably sell, to be fair. But no, it is interesting, and I think it shows the spec level, as you're saying as well, the spec level of the A2S does show that what's coming next is potentially going to be very exciting. Hopefully it won't be too long for us to wait. They seem to be knocking them out this year, so you never know. We might see a prosumer drone before the end of the year. It would be very exciting.
Yeah, rumors are pointing to a pre-holiday season 2021 launch. So I'm hoping that stays true. And with the Air 2S, of course, we saw that 1-inch sensor, but it was not a joint project with Hasselblad. I still believe DJI is part owner of Hasselblad, so
they are.
Maybe we'll get another collaboration for the Mavic 3. I think that'd be pretty cool because their natural color science. Or whatever their product line is called exactly. I think it's something like that. It's just really incredible. The images, the colors out of that Mavic 2 Pro are just fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. And I do wonder as well that obviously we're not seeing the Mavic name on the products anymore. And as the days roll on and the spec of the Air 2S and that type of thing, I'm starting to believe even more that we're not going to necessarily see the Mavic name come back at all, but also maybe we might even see a different form factor, which would be quite exciting. But although of course the Mavic form factor is very efficient for what it does, so perhaps it won't change too much. But
yeah, it's a tried and true
yes
design for sure.
It works, doesn't it? It's a good platform. So perhaps even we'll see something like the the sensor-driven Skydio type shapes as well, because I'm hoping the Mavic. I have to say I'm split actually. I'm kind of hoping the Mavic 3 has a lot of sensors like the Skydio and can do some sort of work like the Skydio, but I don't want it to become a Skydio, if that makes sense. I want it to still be a true camera drone that's completely under control and that type of thing, and that I can still crash it trying to get that dream shot. Frankly, you still want the magic of the
I think
DJI.
there's a lot of people in the whole filmmaker camp that want image quality is priority number one. The follow me, the sensors are nice. But number one priority should be image quality and something like that, in my opinion.
No, I completely agree with you. Completely agree. And it's already been an exciting few months as DJI fans, which I make no excuse for the fact that I love talking about DJI and Geeksvana because they do make some exceptional products.
You and I both.
So exactly. My flight test earlier was the DJI Inspire 1. So it's sort of it is the product of choice, and I do believe that we should talk about the products we know, as it were. But there is one other sort of micro drone over the horizon, which of course is the Hubsan Xeno Mini Pro, which seems to be boasting some pretty impressive specifications. Which if it does, if it comes even close to that, then I think it could give some competition to the Mini 2. But we have to wait and see if it will be as reliable. And I think that's where you have to doff your cap to DJI. Whenever they do bring out a product, it does tend to do what it says on the box, doesn't it? Really, even with the FPV drone, it does exactly what they.
It's good to see another sub 250, isn't it? An option.
Yeah, indeed. And if it's competitive, both in terms of spec and actual, when you actually get the thing in the air, I'll be extremely excited. Frankly, extremely excited. Yeah. And I'm also hearing some talk that some YouTube creators actually have the Action 2 in their hands at the moment.
Okay.
Which that could be a little sort of in between launch to mix it up from the drones a little bit, because obviously that DJI like to
focus a little bit on the action cam system.
which again,
I can openly share. I am not one of those YouTube creators. So.
Excellent. There was a
Unfortunately,
little
out
hint,
there.
actually.
Let's get it out
Yeah, I was having a little dig to see, if I ask everyone that, then someone will say, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It's you. You're the one that has it." So, so yes, I mean, but again, that would be an interesting product to see. I think it's about time. Looking at how they've refreshed the Air 2 and the Mini already, and I think the original action camera was a good one. It was actually my main camera for my channel for about a year.
Wow,
I think an action 2 could be absolutely fantastic if it comes soon. Frankly, I would probably be at the front of the queue for one, because I was so happy with the action camera 1. Although I don't do, as I say, I use it more as a standing camera rather than too much action shots.
Right.
Yeah, me in action is walking at about 4 miles an hour. It's about as action as I get. So yes, excellent. Okay, well. Thank you so much for coming in and seeing us this evening. I really do appreciate it. It's been fantastic to see and important to get some of the faces that some of the people who've seen regularly on the channel in for this wonderful International Drone Day, so we can all celebrate the wonderful thing that is drones in our lives. And we look forward to hearing your special announcements on the channel and seeing some content.
Yes, thank you. I know. I can't wait to bring that video out. And once again, I appreciate being on your channel, Sean. And I'm glad you guys got to do a couple of videos for International Drone Day. Positive examples of the hobby, and drones being used for good is always great publicity. So I'm glad you guys are doing the good work.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Excellent. And I will we'll see you again soon. Thanks, Felix.
Cheers, Felix.
Sounds good. I can't wait till next time. See you
Cheers.
guys. Have a good evening.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fantastic. We've had some great people on today. Actually, it's as I've said many times. I love the drone YouTube creator community. There are absolutely some absolutely fantastic people, frankly. So we have some special prizes coming up as well. We've also got very soon Stephen, who is our regular co-host on a Thursday night, will be joining us so that we can review some viewer videos. Really looking forward to that. Really enjoyed it last time, and it is going to become a regular feature on the channel. So keep those streaming links coming in to Sean@Geeksvana.com, and we can run through those, which will be fantastic. I think it might be time. It might be time for us to give something away.
Go for it.
What would you like to give away, sir?
Go for it. What have we got left?
We have a course.
Okay.
We have a drone, and we have another lens pen kit, and we also have some more merch actually.
Okay.
Should we
Go for the drone?
Yeah, why not? For 4K drone. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this really simply, and we're going to repeat this later with Ken Heron, actually. I'm going to ask everyone to put, who would like to win a Bugs X12 4K drone, which are being sent to you direct by one of our kind sponsors today, TomTop. TomTop.com, and yeah, it'll be sent to you directly by them, so it could go anywhere in the world. And all we need to do is put in the chat, "Pick me," in very Ken Heron style, in sort of fashion of him coming on later. And then once we've got a few pick me's in the chat, I will have Andrew pick a name at random. Here we go. We've got some names.
Is it coming in already?
We've got some names bubbling through.
Yeah.
Some people want the little drone, which is awesome. Come on, get those pick me's coming in. And you can just, and the advantage of having Andrew pick a name is, of course, he doesn't know the channel, so he doesn't know the names. So he'll be able to just pick someone's name at random. There you go. So I'll look away, and you can pick any username that's flying up there that says "Pick me."
Okay, let's have a look.
Drum roll.
I've got to look at some. What about Dustin Gable?
There you go. Fantastic. I think he's
One in the middle that come up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the pick me, LOL.
I didn't influence it, Dustin.
So yeah, fantastic. Well done, Dustin. You can email me, Sean@Geeksvana.com, and we can organise that for you. And without further ado, I think we have our next visitor, and it is Mr. Sutton. Hello, sir.
Hey.
There you go. You came in a bit quicker than you thought there, didn't you? You're just settling yourself down in your seat. Ever the professional.
Caught you, Stephen.
Up comes the V sign. Ever the professional, frankly. Yeah. Just as Stephen gets settled in his seat, I would just let you all know that coming up on the prize front, we have got a GVC to give away, a GVC course to give away, some more merch, and also Ken Heron will be popping on, and he will be doing the other Pick Me. and that will be for Freewell, or I keep wanting to call them a different company, a Freewell ND filter set, which is an all-day set, which is the full 8 ND filters for any drone that they or camera that they have on their line. So thank you very much to Freewell for providing that, and thank you to LensPen and everybody else for all the prizes that they've provided today. It's been absolutely fantastic, and yes, lots of people to thank for today. Frankly,
Yeah,
it's been
that's good.
An unbelievable show. But how are you, Stephen?
I'm fine. How are you? And congratulations on passing the exam.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. It was, yeah, we should probably take a moment to look back on that. Actually, it was interesting because obviously it's also interesting doing a whole sort of a day of live streaming as well, isn't it? So it's sort of, we've had those sort of stresses and strains on us as well, and of course we set up ready for it to go out at the 2 o'clock, and then having to reset up again to then do it sort of in between. We caught some really nice.
Which has been blown up into a balloon. This is actually a rubber glove, which we had to use for our meals today. So we had to, it was like a buffet. We had to. So it just shows you how things have changed.
Hang on, Stephen.
This is how
on.
it is.
1 second, sir. I think we lost connection. Yeah, it actually came up as saying error with connection between me and you guys. Although I seem to be back on air now.
Okay,
so if everybody wants to hit refresh,
okay.
I think we're back. Yes, we're back.
We're going up. Yeah.
Yes, so there you go.
Okay,
it's because I mentioned Ken Heron coming on later, and his show legendarily crashes with Wirecast software frequently. So thank you everyone for coming back and hitting refresh. I really appreciate that. Perhaps I should actually thank him for the fact that his show crashes so much. People are used to having to leave and come back. Yeah. But yes, Stephen, we were talking about May Day, and May Day is actually quite a big event in Finland, isn't it? In normal times, of course.
Yes, it's literally the biggest party. It's the biggest festive day in the year here in Finland. Of course, now it's a little bit reserved because of the pandemic and all that. But we still managed to celebrate today and all the rest of it. So had some balloons from the place we were today, brought them back, and they are now the backdrop as a way of celebration for your great achievement.
Brilliant.
Well, that is superb. Yes, so yes, we're.
How are you, Andrew? How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Yeah, been a good, successful day today, and it's been good of the build up to this as well. Having Sean over as well was really good. Yeah,
it was interesting because obviously it's fairly well documented on the channel that I am not the best at flying. So I want to give a big shout out to EasyJet. Christine, who was the cabin crew member that looked after me in particular. I was extremely nervous. I did take some prescribed drugs to help me calm down. And you know what? It went like a dream, actually. I have another flight tomorrow, so hopefully that goes as well. But I feel like I need to have to touch wood after I say that. But no, it actually went surprisingly well, actually. I think afterwards she thought I was just trying to get some attention because I really was quite calm the entire flight, frankly. Slightly embarrassing, just to say the least. So we're going to be reacting to some viewer videos, which is, again, I'm very excited to be doing that. And I think we should be able to key the first one up now. The first one which we're going to be playing out is from Jeremy, who is actually from a channel called Views of Cornwall. And this one is filmed at the second highest point in Cornwall. And I'm just waiting to see if we have VT back. Here we are. How fantastic is that? So we have approval on the music here because it's Epidemic Sound. So we can have that playing in the background as well. Bob Binmore. And I believe this is actually pronounced slightly differently. Row.
Row. Been up there many times.
Of course, we have somebody from that part of the country.
Yeah.
So yes, so earlier I was joking earlier that we had a West Country man, a Surrey boy, in a Northern Irish field. So we have a bit of a UK coming together, as it were, there.
Very multi.
And this was actually this video is going to be combining two different drones, the Mavic Air 2 and the DJI FPV drone, which is quite exciting.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
He started flying about a year ago and now professes to be addicted to it, frankly, which is cool. I have to say, I'm very much the same. do feel the same. If anyone's getting anything from point of view of a low resolution, if you refresh, then that should happen. Shipper's Drones, Adrian saying that he thought I rocked the Geeksvana cap. Thank you. I almost went on live earlier wearing it backwards until I realised it was still on my head and took it off, so that could have been embarrassing. That's a nice shot. This is obviously switching to the FPV drone, isn't it?
Very nice, yeah.
Nice pace to it.
You want to move with it, don't you?
You do, exactly.
You really want to...
Yeah. I have to say, I've always been a fan of mixing FPV footage with cinema footage. I don't know about you, Stephen, but I think it's a nice mix, and I think it would be good to see more people doing that kind of thing. Yeah, beautiful. I've really been enjoying the FPV drone. Have you flown it much, Andrew?
I've only flown it once. I'm a bit nervous with it. I'm not really into FPV.
Yes.
So, and it's not mine.
Yes, of course.
So we
really
flew it
crash
once,
that, do you?
but if I get out like that, then I'll probably be happier to fly it.
No, exactly. I mean,
But
my
lovely.
footage is still very much sort of, I'm happy with it because I didn't crash it.
Yeah.
And perhaps I got into sport mode and manual mode quite early on, and so I'm still getting to use it rather than getting anything cinematic. And I have to say, Jeremy, from the Views of Cornwall channel, a lot of I've seen a few of your videos, and they're always absolutely fantastic. This is a nice, very nice
it's
orbit
really
back
nice.
to the Air 2 now. Can you hear us, Stephen? I don't think you can hear us.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Feel
Hello,
it.
sir. What do you think?
The music's very loud over you. I can hardly hear you. I can hear lots of the music.
Okay.
That's better. I can hear you now.
Excellent. There you go, sir. So yes, it's a nice mix of the two drones, isn't it?
It is actually. It's actually a very good mix of both drones because it gives you a little bit of a perspective on both types of the genre.
Yeah, I mean,
And
the
the
reveals
balance
over
of
the
the
hill are
picture.
very different. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the balance of the FPV picture is perfectly balanced with the other drone as well, whatever that is, if it's a Mavic or whatever. But it's perfect, so you can't tell which obviously as soon as it comes into this, it's a camera drone, but the way that they've mixed the picture quality is really, really good.
Yeah, and if you bear in mind that Jeremy's been flying for
only a year, wasn't it?
a year,
Yeah.
this to me is
Oh,
absolutely
wow.
spectacular, frankly. And
Wow.
I think music choice, editing, flying. I know we're supposed to be critical as well. I have to say, as a drone flyer, I'm really enjoying this. I wonder if from a wider point of view, so getting wider exposure to your footage, you might want to do perhaps a shorter version of the edit as well. But I really enjoyed that, and I didn't find myself wanting. If I was sat watching that, I wouldn't be skipping it at all, frankly. I think it was, really well
it's
done.
actually really, really good at that. And if he's only been flying for a year, wow,
It's phenomenal,
then
isn't it?
I would like to see him come back in a year's time.
Yeah,
Very good.
no, exactly. Okay, up next we have one from another of our channel members, actually, Chuck from Covaction Dronography. And this one is actually footage
Chuck.
taken from his previous visit to Oregon by Chuck and his wife. And again, we have approval on the audio on this one.
And there's nothing I like to do more than travel and film all the cool things that I see and do with my wife when I'm out and about. And this time it's from Oregon. So everything is indexed in the description of the video, so you can click the different spots that you want to see, and you can watch them over and over and over if you like.
That's clever.
So for those who have subscribed, thanks for doing so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the like button, comment on my work, and enjoy the show.
Some funky graphics. Oh, hello.
Always nice to start off with some time lapse.
Now that I quite liked that first shot because you thought it was going to be something else, and then bang, the music came in and we were zooming along the
Straight,
beach.
something else,
So I actually quite liked that. I mean, it helps with this video and the previous video that you've got some fantastic backdrops, and the subject matter is incredible. That's amazing with the fog there as well. I quite like the pace of the shots as well, Chuck. And it's a nice edit. I know he puts a lot of work into these edits as well.
Is there some of these which are not drone shots? Is there some of these that are ground shots?
I'm not sure actually. Chuck, you're in the chat. Is this all drone shots, or is there obviously we can tell some of those are. This one's obviously, I presume, from the car as they're going out. And this one looks like a ground shot as well, doesn't it? Very cool. Yeah, I agree. FIFA stock photo in the chat is saying the foggy beach was cool. I think that is a stock video shot. Now, I actually watched this video when Chuck originally premiered it, and this shot really got me. Looks incredible, doesn't it? Yeah, and Chuck is just saying yes, there is some ground footage we saw.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That's so nice.
Stonehenge Memorial. There you go. Probably easier to fly around that one than the,
Less
than the
controversial.
original. Yeah, less controversial. Exactly. Wow. I think perhaps this should be an Oregon tourist video. Frankly, it's making me want to pop down there.
I do like
I
some
don't
of the
have
reveals.
the chat open, but Chuck, are you doing this manually, or are you using the smart features? You know, the
Yeah, that would be good to know actually.
point of interest shots.
And Andrew McQuillan in the chat, who's he? Is saying he loves the landscapes in America, countryside with the red barns and snow-capped mountains. Absolutely, I completely agree with that. And Justin Cable's saying, "Okay, I'm moving to Oregon."
That's good.
Yeah, it's a great effort. I mean, again, look at that shot.
Yeah.
Very nice. And Chuck is saying in the chat, all manual.
Okay. So none of the features are mega.
All manual.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's I'm very impressed, Chuck. That's manual. He's like me, old school. I like to do these things manually.
Yeah, and I have to say that the flying the Inspire 1 has taught me a lot about the manual flight as well. And when I'm in the mode, it is a very accurate piece of equipment. So it's nice. And again, of course, the Inspire 1 predates so many of these automated shots as well. So you kind of have to do them.
Just one more question to Chuck. Which drone are you using here? Is it a Mavic 2 Pro? I know he has a Mavic 2 Pro.
He does.
Is it a Mavic
yeah.
2 Pro?
I'm not sure. We'll find that one out. Oh, a bit of rainbow action. Very nice. I like the
Mavic
pacing
2
of the
Pro,
shots
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Oh yes, it is Mavic 2 Pro, yeah. Very cool stuff.
Great with the sun, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, now if
A
this
nice
is
way
the-
to bring it back to the end, because it's
I
like a
was gonna
segue
say,
from the beginning. It
yeah.
starts that way. Yeah.
I was just about to say, if that was one of the final shots, then that was a superb way to end it, because it does match it up, doesn't it? And actually, even without the fact that there's no vocals and that type of thing, and talking to camera, that was a story. I felt like I've just been told a story actually
Yes.
with that particular video, and there was a beginning,
Yes.
a middle, and an end, and there was a crescendo. There was just enough of the ground footage of on the car next to the railway track and that type of thing going across the bridge. Really
very
fantastic. Well
Very
done,
good.
Chuck, and thank you for submitting that
Yeah.
one for us to review.
Well, that's really good one. I like that, Chuck. Well done. And I do agree with the storytelling, because the storytelling from the beginning, and then the story ends where it actually started. That is the storytelling. That's how
Exactly.
you tell a story, and it's
Yeah,
really important.
and we are very accustomed with Hollywood and TV and everything else, and reading books, to being told stories, to having that storytelling experience. We enjoy it, hence why we all go to the movies and buy books, etc. So actually, when your brain recognises that, it really does start to respond, and you do start to get excited. And those two videos are really cracking videos to start with. So thank you very much, guys. Absolutely superb. And Elsemaker has very kindly put a link to Chuck's channel in the chat there. And we'll move on to the next one, shall we? Because we've got some really good ones coming up. Next up is Mike Miller. And this is his latest video shot in San Francisco. So we're stateside again. So we really are International Drone Day today. He got there before sunrise on a Sunday morning. So there was absolutely no one around. His spotter and I moved around to get a few locations to get these shots. All Part 107 rules were followed. Pay close attention to the antenna on the Transamerica building in the final shot. It took a few tries to get to perfect. I love San Francisco. It's on my bucket list. Have you been?
No,
Andrew?
I've not been. No.
How about you, Steve?
Love to go.
I know you're a globetrotter.
Never been there.
Oh, there's a trip for three of us
Never
then.
been.
There you go. Yes.
Yep.
Perhaps we should go and try
Let's
and
not.
try and capture these shots.
This is one of the you know that street there is one of the screens on the Apple TV, so I see that quite a lot. So it's nice to see that
Yes.
from this perspective.
Yeah.
Actually.
That is excellent. I love some of these city shots in the States.
Straight roads, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
you can see
yeah.
the straight.
All the parallels running and
Yeah.
everything else like that. And of course, as a hobbyist, I used to be very jealous of these kind of shots because it's something that in the
Couldn't
UK
be.
you can never
Yeah,
get close
yeah.
to. But now, of
Guys,
course,
look, guys. Andrew McQuillan is a bit jealous because if we all go
Oh, dear.
to San Francisco, we should
He
take
just
him
put
as
3
well.
of you,
So
uh-huh.
it will be 4
Well,
of us.
you got to be here, mate.
oh dear, is there now? We do call myself Andrew McQuillan and Stephen because we do a lot of live streams. Kind of like the 3 amigos. Is there a new 3
He's
amigos?
dropped. Yeah, he's been dropped.
Is this the sequel?
I'll get me P45 in the morning.
That's it. Yeah, I might find my my flight cancelled and my late checkout in my hotel room cancelled.
Yeah.
It's actually now an early checkout, Mr. Hickey. It's,
right.
in fact, you're out tonight.
Yeah.
Andrew, we love you really. So he's off saving lives.
I'd just like to
Sauce.
say that this video is extremely impressive because he's getting so close to the buildings,
Yeah.
closer than I would ever dare to do. And of course, he said he has a spotter on there, so
Yeah, that's right.
This is very impressive. How did he get that? No, that's not the Golden Gate Bridge. No, that's not the Golden Gate Bridge because
think so.
that is an no-fly zone, isn't it?
Not sure actually. He said that he was careful to point out that all Part 107 rules were followed. I know
Yeah.
Mike is a regular on a lot of the drone channels, and he did have a spotter as well. So it'd be an interesting one. And it is that gold now, I think, isn't it? It
It's
really is
Bay Bridge.
worthwhile.
It is, yeah.
Bay Bridge.
Oh, the Bay Bridge. There you go. Absolutely phenomenal with the gold now. I've shot a couple of videos myself, and one was actually at a monastery in the middle of Brookwood Cemetery down in Surrey, and I shot it in the beautiful sunshine. I thought this was amazing, but actually I then got my back behind out of bed very early, a couple of mornings after, about 6 a.m. Very cold,
Yeah.
but very sunny, and the difference was phenomenal. Just the shadows and the mist and everything else. It was incredible. With my, I think I was flying the Air 1
This
back
is
then.
an impressive shot, guys. This is an impressive shot. Look at that. Look
That's
at that.
skillful. Yeah.
Look at how
is
look at how that's centered in the middle of the road. See that? Look at
The
that.
shadow as well.
It's right
Amazing.
centered, right in the middle of the road.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
incredible, isn't it?
Wow.
I think, and as that is
You got
that is the shot he was
what he
talking
said.
about. He said, play.
That's the shot. That's an incredible shot.
Yeah. He said it took a few tries to get perfect, but it was worth it.
That is slap bang in the
Can we
middle.
see that again? Can we rewind that to see it again? Just that last part.
I'm not sure if that's actually possible, but we will try that for you.
If he can, it will happen.
If you can, it will happen by the magic of television.
Give him a few seconds. Yeah, hold on. Brilliant.
There we go.
Thank you, back
Okay,
office.
There we go. Watch the spire. Look at how it goes right up the middle of the street. Look at that.
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it?
See
because,
that?
And he was saying,
Ooh,
actually look
that
at the
is-
antennas, and that's the Trans-American building, apparently. Spot
very
on.
good.
Phenomenal work, Mike.
That's what that's what you call the money shot.
Yeah.
Indeed. Exactly. Absolutely phenomenal videos tonight, and thank you guys for allowing us to share your videos. I mean, this is a critique as well, but frankly, if we see shots like that and the last couple of videos, then we don't have much to critique, as it were. So I did just realise that I am well known off YouTube as someone that would be wearing shorts and sandals on Christmas Day if you could. And in fact, there actually have been Christmas days I have.
You have worn shorts
Shorts and sandals on Christmas Day. And here I am in the UK after 9 p.m. at night, still live streaming in my shorts. Rock on. That's frankly all I can say to that.
Sean.
Yes, sir.
Sean, I'm also wearing shorts.
We won't
you?
ask you to stand up, Stephen.
But what kind of shorts? Not boxer shorts. You're about to get me demonetised. Hey! Good man. I think shorts should become the official
dress code for
Geeksvana dress code, 100%.
Yeah.
Or jeans, of course.
Or jeans, of course, yeah.
Andrew pulls those off particularly well. This is going in a different direction, isn't it? You can tell I've been live streaming for quite a lot of the day, can't you? Yeah, we go down these little rabbit holes. Okay, up next we have a video from Keith from the K-Spot. And this one, again, is really bringing International Drone Day into focus because it's some flying whilst Keith was preparing his DJI FPV drone review. So he took the drone footage that he got from that flight and popped it together. It was taken at no, I'm not very good with Thai names, unfortunately. KOH Chang. So it's Kochang? Sounds like I'm about to say Coachella. Isn't it? that's slightly different.
I think that's a good
Ka-ching.
a good go. Ka-ching, I was thinking of ka-ching, yeah.
Okay, yes. I apologise to the residents of whatever town that is that I'm trying to pronounce. Now, when he was flying on this particular video, the ND filters hadn't arrived yet, and he had auto settings on for the review. But there was no manual flying as well, which is interesting actually because I have seen some fantastic video footage out there of the FPV drone being used not in manual mode, it's fantastic. I think we should be having that video coming up right now. Here it is. Some more very cool graphics. The K-Spot. Mr. Keith Esquire's channel. I like that. Asgard Studio says #Geeks love shorts. Exactly. I agree, sir. Yeah, I still can't pronounce it. I like those graphics though.
Lovely water in it. Look at the colour.
Wow. And that's one of the things I love about drones is that all of the people that I've mentioned, they actually, I know they all speak to each other and all know each other sort of thing on in the live chat, etc. And the drone community is something that brings so many different people together from all over the world. It's such a positive hobby, and something that we can all chat about because we can all say, oh yeah, I got this out of my FPV drone and I did this, I broke this many legs. I noticed that the FPV drone has disappeared from the set actually.
Oh yeah. What if he's taken it with him?
Andrew McQuillan in the chat, have you taken the FPV drone with you? Or did you just want to hide it away because it's getting late and the alcohol's starting to flow? In case we started to fly it, pop back down the field. Right, flight assessment with the FPV drone this time.
Yeah. GBC Module 2.
Yeah. Wow, that was a good shot.
I have actually, I think I've seen this video before actually from Keith. I think I've seen this one before, and I like, here comes the sounds. I also like his use of the Hans Zimmer type music as well. Well, not anymore actually.
Yes. Nice editing as well.
Yeah,
keeps the pace
good.
up, doesn't it? Yes, I think I used this track on one of my FPV videos before actually. It's some nice pace to it. And again, these were all shots taken for when he was building his DJI FPV drone review video, which is a good video. But also, it's interesting because, of course, this is all on auto. It's without ND filters, in a very sunny location as well.
Yeah, it's very good.
And the camera's coped actually pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually quite. It's actually very good actually.
Don't be too surprised.
No, but the fact that he's not using ND filters.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, very cool.
And he's using auto exposure actually, so that's
It's kept the
actually
balance,
really good.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, no, indeed.
Yeah, it has kept the balance, and that's why I think this is a good video, just actually because of that, because he's kept the balance.
Yeah.
No, exactly, I completely agree with you.
I love the chase shots.
Yeah, awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And again, there was a bit of a story that I like that we finished on the sailboat on the sunset, etc. It was a really good video. Well done, Keith. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we've actually got coming up next. We've got a video which actually is from a chap called Jim Beauchart, and that to people who don't watch TNL Ken Heron show Thursday Night Live, be like, okay, who is that? And actually, Jim is somebody who does a weekly comedy skit. He's a larger than life chap like myself, and he does a little sort of comedy skit every week on there. Sort of, he'll tell a couple of jokes and that type of thing. It fits the environment of Thursday Night Live. It's absolutely fantastic. So perhaps he's more well known for that than necessarily drone shots. But he sent in a video, and I wanted to play it because it does show a different side of him and a different side of his talents. Now, this is actually his first effort with a video editor, and his first subject matter as well, actually. And he shot this with a Phantom 4 Pro Plus, so it's good to see the Phantoms coming back out. And this was actually taken on an unusually warm day in Ontario. Am I saying that right? Is it just late, or does that not sound like I'm saying it?
A bit late, I think.
Ontario is correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there we go. But whilst we're waiting for that one to load up, just very quickly in the chat, thank you again, everybody, for joining us. It's good to see you all. Dustin Gable, El Smeghead, hello, sir. Jim's in there. Jim's in the chat, hello, sir. Dustin Gable, I've just said that one. Feverstock Photo, good to see you as well. He just received his Freewell 8 all day from the US yesterday, very quick. Took 7 days. Yeah, they've got a very good shipping system down, actually. A few of the companies like them and DJI seem to be able to get their products across, I don't know, to Liverpool, and it takes 3 weeks. Yeah, or gets lost completely. I think I had one T-shirt order, which I sent, a Geeksvana merch order, which I sent 3 times to address in Liverpool, and it just evaporated in the Royal Mail tracking system, which is absolutely incredible, really, isn't it? Whilst we're waiting for that video to come up, which is the number 5 video, what have you got coming up on your channel, Stephen, on the Flyby Guys?
I have some more 1-minute tip videos coming up. I'm doing a video about DJI Fly. I'm in the middle of doing that at the moment, so I should have a couple of videos coming out next week. Still rather busy with doing Flyby Guy stuff. I've got some travels coming up, so I'm in the middle of planning all that stuff as well. So
Yes.
quite busy, but I have a few videos coming up.
Your secret agent lifestyle.
Yes, my
secret drone agent
lifestyle is.
Yeah, I think we need to build a James Bond of the drone world persona for you, with all these sort of. I'm going on a contract to Dubai. I can't possibly tell you what I'm doing there. It has something to do with drones. Check out social media, and you'll be able to work it out. However, I can't. You're starting to grow a mystique around you, which is all fun.
I know it makes it just builds this kind of enigma around me, but you guys have started that, so.
To be fair, I don't think it was me. I think we all know of that particular Three Amigos exactly who that was.
I think you're absolutely right there, actually. He who shall not be named, who is not even here.
We'll be seen.
He should not be named, who is hanging out in the chat as well, actually. So yes, that's always it's quite nice actually to be able to pick at Andrew in the chat, whilst he can't necessarily, he can pick back at us, but he can't quite reach us yet.
Can't control anything from there.
Yeah, and I'm flying back tomorrow, so I'm safe. Just asking the background producer, are we able to play video 5? Oh, thank you, sir.
Here we go.
Amazing.
Here we go.
So yes, as I say, this one's from Jim Beauchart. As I say, he's normally known for keeping us entertained with a bit of laughter, actually, but he's recently acquired the drone as well. It's a good drone to go to. And the Phantom 4 Pro Plus is a very popular
Still
drone.
a good drone, yeah, very good.
It's always great to see the Phantom 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this, Jim? If you're in the chat, I know
Ontario,
you are there.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Can you tell us where this is?
It's in Ontario.
It's Ontario.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Listen next time,
Ontario.
Stephen. All right. I know.
Sorry,
I babble
I was
on.
too busy trying.
I know I babble on, and I'm like bubble, 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 bubble. I have excellent connection with YouTube from my bits and pieces. It's reporting it's not getting the uplink for some reason. Sorry. Oh, are we back?
Oh, now they're back.
Refresh. I think we have come back now.
It does look very cold there.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's some great shots as well.
It does,
Nice.
yeah.
Thank you everybody for bearing with us there. As Legwork has said in the chat, if you say Ken Heron 3 times on live stream, it summons up evil YouTube spirits. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, if we leave that video there. Thank you very much for sending it in, Jim Boshart. And as I said, it was important because Jim does entertain us with a bit of comedy, etc., and that type of thing. It's nice to show the droning side of the man as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So thanks for sending that one in, sir. Right, we're going to say goodbye to you as well now, Stephen. Get out.
Bye.
See, when Felix was in there, he was like, thanks so much for joining us. Really look forward to seeing you next time. You're great. You're awesome. But with you just got to get out.
We need the shepherd's crook, don't we?
Yeah.
Across.
Are you still here? What are you still doing?
Yeah. You need to just pull me away from the stream. You know.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, have a great show. Good to see you again, Andrew.
Yeah.
Sean, have a nice trip home, and everyone fly safe. And I'll see you in the next show.
Fly safe, sir. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your May Day.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Thank you,
fantastic
Andrew.
remainder.
All the
Cheers.
best.
Bye bye.
Though I think he's actually 2 hours ahead of us, so I think it is now no longer May Day.
Probably,
but,
yeah.
I think the latest Stephen, the most committed Stephen was to a Geeksvana live stream was when he was in Dubai. So it's a few hours
There's a
ahead.
5-hour difference, I think.
And I think the stream started at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. his time.
okay.
Started, and we ran for 2 hours.
Oh, blimey.
So he was extreme commitment, frankly. So I always appreciate him coming on, as much as I jest that I want him to leave now.
And we don't know what he's doing because he's undercover.
That's right, exactly. Yes. One day we will find out, and there'll be an exclusive on Geeksvana. This is what Stephen Sutton's really doing. So we have one more guest coming up, which my producer will let me know in my ear. I have a little earpiece in, look, and everything. When he does join us, and he's going to be popping in, Ken Heron, for a few minutes to do another prize giveaway, which is very, very exciting. But we actually have now another prize to give away, which is, we haven't done the GVC yet, have we?
No.
We're going to give away a GVC, and I'm going to go on to the Drone Masterclass website, and I'm going to find a piece of information that I want you to find me. So this is done very, very live. Let's see if I can actually spell Drone Masterclass. So it's dronemasterclass.co.uk. I want you all to go there now, anybody that's interested in winning a GVC course. And whilst I'm going on there, actually, one of the things I would say that I was quite impressed, and again, I want a big shout out to Drone Masterclass. Their logo's up there, dronemasterclass.co.uk. There's a link in the description to this guy's fantastic courses. One of the things I really was impressed by, especially in the current COVID times we're coming out with, and a course that's very heavily online learning, is the one-to-one video sessions that you offer as well, which is fantastic. That extra bit of support and extra bit of explanation, which is superb. A really great idea. Okay, I'm going to choose a random page. Let's go Drone Masterclasses. Okay, on the Drone Masterclasses page, the first person to let us know, under the green tab, the CAA, when does the Operation Manual Renew Audit, when does that launch? The first person to put the month and the year correctly in the live chat will win a GVC course, which is hundreds of pounds. And by the way, there are special offers for just today only on the A2 CofC and the GVC course at dronemasterclass.co.uk, which is fantastic. And in fact, Andrew just put that in the chat. Price is slashed until midnight. A2 only $48.99 and a free T-shirt. That's right, free T-shirt, and you get an ID badge.
And you get the free ID badge.
Yes,
yeah.
which I got. It's like a little driving license.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
Very popular.
I have to make sure if I get pulled over by the actual police, I have to make sure I get the
Careful
right one
which
out.
one, yeah.
Yeah. Be like,
Take your pick, you know.
Sir, I think it's, or perhaps I should give him the wrong one to impress him.
Yeah.
So here's the wrong one, you know. And legwork, fantastic bill. It has got the date correct, April 2021. So congratulations, Bill. The GVC course is yours, sir, which is absolutely fantastic. And I have a feeling you will enjoy that one. Bill actually does drone search and rescue for lost dogs, and that's, I think, is part of one of those groups that does that. So yeah, well done, sir.
Yeah, well done, Bill. Look forward to meeting you.
A channel member and a regular viewer as well. It's nice.
There you go.
Nice when
Brilliant.
it's someone like that actually
brilliant.
actually wins something. So it's absolutely fantastic. So here we are. We're towards the end of our day, which it's been an interesting one. It's
brilliant.
the
It's been
first time
really,
we've
really good.
physically met, actually,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and we've been kind of thrown together. Andrew has also been so kind to me, picking me up from the airport, dropping me at the hotel. He's dropping me at the hotel again tonight. You know, I feel like, you know, he's kind of investing a lot. I might have to, you know, give him at least a handshake later. But I really appreciate everybody's time at Drone Masterclass. Thank you for welcoming me over to Belfast.
It's been good. It's been
it's
great.
been a great laugh.
We've got a great team behind us. All
Yeah.
the back office staff of putting this together, and they've been brilliant what they're doing. And we're constantly, as we do in live shows, you've got to change things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you've got to pull things together.
That's where the metal
Plan
is,
B.
isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
when we're stood in a field in Northern Ireland and it's pouring with rain,
Yeah.
and you need to go live in 15 minutes, then yes, that's when you show how good a professional team around you is. And I've been blessed to have that today. Frankly, it's been absolutely fantastic. So it's been absolutely amazing. So yes, I thank you very much. Now we're actually getting a message that I know that Ken Heron's in a slightly dodgy spot in terms of signal. He's out FPVing at the moment. He was only going to jump in for a few minutes. So instead, we'll do the prize draw ourselves now, and then we'll let you all head off into your Saturday evenings. So this is for a set of Freewell day filters, ND filters. And you'll be able to choose it for your choice of DJI drone or camera, etc. All the winner will need to do is email me and tell me which set they want, basically, and I'll get it sent to you directly from Freewell. So thank you very much, Freewell, and all of the other companies and brands that have helped us. This is absolutely fantastic. But we're going to have a pick me in the chat in Ken's honour. So if everybody puts pick me, pick me, pick me, and I am going to choose the... Actually, I'm going to let you go first, and I'm going to choose what on my screen appears as the 15th pick me. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Everyone's going to wait now because
Yeah,
you get 14.
everyone's like, that might backfire slightly.
We could be here till midnight.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count this properly now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's Brad Terriels, Gary from Canada, I believe. So congratulations, Gary. That was the 15th one that appeared on my monitor as the chat comes into me. So congratulations, sir. Again, it's great to see a regular viewer and another drone creator win that prize. So congratulations, sir. So, Anne-Marie says, yes, sorry that Ken Heron couldn't join us this evening, everyone. We spoke on Skype just before this live stream started, actually, and he said he was in and out of a signal area, so we said we would try it again, at least to bring him on his mobile for a few minutes, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. But we've done quite well, actually, with the rest of the guests. It's been
spot on,
it's been good from that
everything
point
was
of
really,
view.
really
So,
good. Good
and
connections.
there are people in the chat now who have watched every show.
Brilliant.
Today as well. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's something different for us. We're going to be doing this type of event soon. Again, not soon. that was a Freudian slip if ever there was one. We will be doing this type of event soon, again with Drone Masterclass. So we've got some fantastic ideas coming up in the rest of 2021. Which is superb. And also, actually, there's a link in the description to the Drone Masterclass YouTube channel, where you're going to see more content from Andrew over here, and there'll be bits of myself on there as well, actually, giving you drone tips and bits and pieces like that. But there we have it. That is International Drone Day 2021. Bagged and done. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Andrew.
No, thank you, and well done as well. Congratulations, big day for you.
Yes, thank you.
So,
That'll probably hit in about an hour's time when I'm back at the hotel. So yeah, indeed. So we're off to clean up the barbecue, and everybody have a fantastic rest of your Saturday night. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.